Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Denmark State War Dogs Team Builder Dynasty. This week we will be playing the Northwestern Wildcats, our second um, Big Ten opponent in a row after we lost to our in-state rival, America's Dairyland rivalry matchup in the Wisconsin Badgers. This week I'd like to start by just looking into our recruiting a bit and assigning some points. We obviously do still already have one commit, a three-star D end from Minnesota. I was hoping to get kind of an update on some of our top five guys and potentially get some of those dudes to visit, as we will need to schedule visits early in this series or this season because we only have two conference home games for some reason. And yeah, so that ends up not working out in our favor for late recruiting battles. So let's take a look who all we have in the top 20 or our top five. Kevin Wilkins, we do have, he's fourth on our board. He was a bust, four-star safety, decent speed. His zone coverage is okay. Not bad pursuit either with decent tackle. I honestly think we're gonna start pursuing him with like a DM. Um, I don't know if we're gonna necessarily schedule his visit, um, because visits are gonna be super important. We don't have much in terms of our points we have each week either. So I'm probably gonna schedule Ramon or Raymond Ferris, Florida running back. Not great things that we can sell him on here, but hmm, let's see what he could potentially be interested in. Brand exposure, coach prestige, championship contender. We're probably gonna have a tough time bringing this guy in, honestly. So not playing time. I'm just gonna schedule his visit then for this week. We'll do brand exposure. I know it's not very good, but I just want to get him in. And then Brian Lee, coverage linebacker with 86 speed. This is a guy I do want to really get in. He's got really good zone coverage. He honestly looks like he's almost a better safety prospect than Wilkins, who we just looked at. Um, really interested in him. Let's bring him in against Hawaii. And we have proximity to home for him, so that's going to be a big sell considering he's from Illinois. So we have two guys visiting that we had added there, and now we're only left with 20 points. That's how quick it goes when you have like no points to start with. I'm gonna go through, make sure we don't have any new guys that are first place for us that don't have a scholarship. Um, we can try and do that instant commit, like here with Gordon Justice, a three-star D tackle. He's got us almost in his top five. I'm gonna just offer him. We don't end up getting the insta commit. However, he is going to move us close to his top five with that. Here's another one, Eric Boye, gem linebacker, pretty athletic, field general, pretty good size at 5'11", 236. We're going to offer him. No insta commit there either. Here's another one, Hugh Silva. Oh, we already offered him. Delaney. Yeah, we have a lot of guys actually who still just need offers, really, that are in first. These two guys here, I guess, or was it these two guys? So Dion Delaney, run stopping linebacker, really good player for a run stopper at 6', 222. Offer him. He appreciates that. Reed McBurrows, another linebacker. Honestly, a lot of very similar looking players here. We're going to offer him. And we do get another commit. So the insta commit works. We get Reed McBurrows, who is a run stopping linebacker from North Carolina. 83 speed, decent athlete, 72 strength, 79 tackle is huge, along with 65 block shed is decent. His pursuit's pretty good. He's really not going to be a coverage linebacker, so he probably won't be a guy who's on the field much. Later later in the in the downs, like second, third down, he probably won't be out there, but early down linebacker for sure. We'll move him up to the top as we're starting to really improve our defense here with this class with two three-star prospects, both run stopping types, which is something we do need to add. Uh, very soon if we want to start competing more in some of these games. Let me go through and make sure there's no other guys who need a scholarship that we could potentially get an instant commit from. Otherwise, I'm probably just going to tack 5 points on to someone else and call it a day with that. Yeah, it looks like we're good. Um, you know what? Actually, we'll save that for next week. I was going to go out and add maybe a 4-star at some point, but don't really think that we'll be doing that today. Emmett Brent, run stopper. Maybe someone who could just use Hugh Silva. I think he could use the search social media. I think that's good for our points this week. We have all of our gems getting 25 points. We're probably going to start getting locked out of some guys here soon, but we do end up getting another commit this week, and it's really worked out well, not having to recruit these guys as long, waiting to offer them. So, 2 defensive players. I like how it started. 2 3-star defensive players. I like how this class is starting so far. With that being said, I don't think there's much else to do besides jump into the first game here. The second game, excuse me. Looks like we'll be getting the ball first today at Bellin Health Field. Got our Carolina blue uniforms on today. Thompson's going to have the first return of the day, but he's just going to kneel it down, and we'll take it at the 25. Shaquille Abbott is our highlighted player, the 6'1", 215-pound freshman quarterback. He had a decent game last week, just still understanding the offense, still understanding how college football works a little bit here. So the growing pains are for sure going to be there. That's okay. We'll get to see more of him today here. Lynch with the carry. He goes for about 3 yards. Pretty decent carry there. Our running game really didn't get going last week. It was hard to get anything really sustained in terms of a drive, just because they're, oh boy, fumble. I really hope that gets overturned. But we were just getting dominated in the trenches last week, and I'm hoping that Northwestern, while being a Big Ten opponent, is a bit lower level technically, I'd say. So I'm hoping that we can overcome some of those deficiencies in terms of our trench play. Wow, big play from one of their freshmen there. Oh, he was down. That's not a fumble. They're not going to replay it. I'm going to challenge it. So far, 2 for 2 in challenges in my career. Yeah, he's way down. I'll see you back on offense. 3rd and 9 now. We lost a couple yards on that play, so I'm hoping that we can get something going on this play, get a drive going, get it off to Kenji Lewis, and he's just not quite able to get the first down. 4th and 2. It looks like we'll bring out DeAndre Bloomberg to punt this one back to the Wildcats. Doesn't have the strongest leg, but he is a decently accurate kicker, so Bloomberg puts him in a decent starting field position from the 30 here. Gonna go with the handoff. They only pick up about 3, kind of like our first play of the game, but they are gonna go hurry up here. 2nd and 7 from the 33. They're gonna go with the draw. Back to the running back. He picks up maybe a yard. That was Lee Beebe with the carry. 3rd and 6 from the 34. That's picked off. That was Miles. Great play. We end up getting a takeaway. That's what we needed last week at some point. Just never came, but I believe that's Ty Miles who picks off that ball on the under. He was kind of playing the curl flat there. Did a great job staying under that route, picking it off. That gives us a 1st and 10 from the 33. Abbott back out with the offense. Going to hand this one off to Lynch. Late on the handoff. Looked like it could have been an RPO, but Lynch ends up picking up a 1st down. Great carry. Great start to the drive here. 1st and 10 from the 23. Jalen Poe is the back on 1st and 10. Abbott's going to keep. 1st down, Shaquille Abbott. Now we're getting the running game going. That's something we really missed last week. 1st and 10 from the 12. We're going to motion Thomas over. Hand it off to Lynch. On the orbit motion. Didn't really do a whole lot there. It'll be a 2nd and 10 now from the 12. 2nd and 10, motion Kenji Lewis. We're going to go with Lynch on the run. The 2 halfback set like that. Very interesting formation, but that'll bring up a 3rd and 2 after a decent carry from Lynch there. Poe is the back now. Abbott throws this one up, and it's batted away. He was just trying to get rid of it. Looked like he didn't get enough out underneath it, and we'll end up trotting out Siebert and the field goal unit. And that is up and good. I believe that's one of his first field goals of the year. I know he had some extra points last week, but we end up putting that one away, giving us an early 3-0 lead on Northwestern. Siebert ended up kicking a touchback, which you like to see. 1st and 10 from the 25 for Northwestern. They're going to send their slot in motion. And that's a great play by Session to hold him up. Ends up getting finished off by Preto there. 2nd and 9 from the 26. Northwestern still running this up-tempo offense here. Looks like they have a tight end in the backfield, potentially. Odd personnel. They end up going over the middle and a great completion. That was Jama in coverage. 1st and 10 from the 39. They're going to go with the handoff. Session ends up making the play on the edge, but a decent carry as it is 2nd and 4 from the 44. Quick throw to the sideline. That was a deep out. Aiden Gray hits the receiver. Good throw. And that makes it a 1st and 10 from the 42. Northwestern operating very quick today. Something Denmark hasn't seen much of, especially in like MAC play. We don't get a lot of this. They get up about a yard there. They're really sticking to it though. Whether they're having success on the play or not, they're continuing to just hurry up and hand this one off. They get that to, still, that is a big running back if it is. 3rd and 3 now. Moving very quick. Going with the curl route, and it is complete. That was right in front of the corner there. Knighton wasn't able to do much about that play. Denmark trying to motion their defense around, getting a little late, and they end up completing another pass. 2nd and 3 now. That was Antoine Knighton who wasn't able to make a play on that curl route before. He is one of the starting corners on the outside this year. There's a tackle by the other starting corner, Jacob Finley, as it seems like Northwestern's kind of just moving down the field at will here. 1st and 10 from the 10. Go with the quick throw on the RPO. That's broken up. Jacob Finley makes a great play. Finally giving the defense a second to breathe here as they had to get a complete rotation, it looks like. Lots of backups on the field after Northwestern tired these guys out. And that's picked. McGarrell intercepts it. He ends up taking it out of the end zone and tackled at the 2, but that's another interception for Denmark State. Kevin McGarrell with the play, the backup safety. That sets Denmark up with a 1st and 10 from the 2-yard line, but a takeaway nonetheless. Poe with the carry here. He's got a 1st down. Denmark looking much more effective this week than last. Garrett Gensler, the back on the right side. Lynch is on the left. And they end up handing it to Gensler. Little confusion, it looked like there on the triple option. 2nd and 13 now. They get it to Jalen Poe quickly. He picks up about 4, gets him back near the original line of scrimmage. Gonna make it a 3rd and 9 from the 15. Empty look. And Abbott was hit before he could really get that ball out. That is an incompletion and will force a 4th and 9. Bloomberg kicks this one, and it's barely going to get to midfield. Fair catch called for at midfield. Great field position for Northwestern to start this drive. 1st and 10 from the 49. Denmark brought the blitz, and they get the tackle in the backfield. That's Gassaway who made the play there. Go with another handoff. They pick up about 4, 3rd and 8. They're not going to go hurry up this time. Northwestern trying to slow it down maybe a bit. Seems like they've been going a little too fast for even themselves now with 2 interceptions on 2 drives. And they sack the quarterback. Cam Crowell was tied for the team lead in sacks last year with the play there. Plays on the outside, plays on the inside. Cam Crowell makes plays wherever he is lined up, and he gets back to the quarterback on that 3rd down. Bautista is going to punt this one to Thompson. Thompson broke a tackle, gets it to the 27. Thought he had a lane there. Not as much as I expected, though. 1st and 10 from the 27 now for the War Dogs. Abbott's going to keep. Flag flies. Abbott's got space, and he's got some speed. He takes it to the 45, but there is a flag down. Looks like this one's going to come back. Yes, holding on Jake Applegate, the junior tight end. I believe Applegate is a captain of this team. Tough to see a mistake from your captain right there. Abbott hit, fumbles the ball. Northwestern picks it up and scores. The sack fumble results in a touchdown for Northwestern, and that flips the game on its head completely. Denmark giving up the touchdown on offense like that is something you cannot do when your defense is playing so good against a Big Ten opponent. Makes it 7-3. Big mistake from the freshman quarterback, putting the ball in harm's way. Thompson's going to return this kickoff following the fumble. He's not going to get much. Taken down at the 15. Terrible field position again for the War Dogs. Abbott's going to motion Kenji Lewis across the formation. He'll hand this to Poe, and not a lot going there. Maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 from the 15. Abbott decides to take off. Following the fumble, he runs some more and picks up a big 1st down there. Huge gain. 2 running backs to the right of Abbott again. Justin Lynch the carry. There is a flag on the play here. It is going to be a face mask on Northwestern, it looks like. So that'll give the War Dogs a 1st down and more. Lots of mistakes early from the Northwestern Wildcats. Should be a heavily favored team in this one. Just has not looked that way today as they motion Lynch out to the flat, and they were setting up a screen to the fullback, Ecanum. That doesn't work. It's going to be a 2nd and 10 from the 47. Poe is the back on 2nd and 10. Looking, he's got Kenji Lewis who hangs on the corner route. Big throw, big catch. Good job by this offense getting something going here as they are now in plus territory at the 36. Hand is to Lynch. Good cut. He picks up about 5. He had a really long game last week. A lot of carries for not too many yards. So it's good to see him getting something going early here. Seems like Denmark has just kind of dominated, holding the ball more, having more yards per play. However, that turnover was really, really crucial towards Northwestern taking the lead. Usually winning the turnover battle is a thing that helps you win games, and so far that has not been the case for Denmark today. As on the QB draw, that's a 1st down for Shaquille Abbott. Near a 1st down, excuse me. 3rd and 1. Jalen Poe, great cut. He picks up a 1st down and more. All looked like he had no chance at the line of scrimmage, but the athleticism was able to free him some space. 1st down, Denmark down inside the red zone. Gensler the back. That's almost intercepted there. The cornerback came off his route and made a great play on that ball. Shaquille Abbott did not see that. Something that, a freshman might not be aware of or really have the awareness to understand the coverage there. That's going to make it a 3rd and 5 from the 13 here. Going to go underneath to Jalen Johnson. They pick up the 1st down, and they're going to be down inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal from the 2. And Shaquille Abbott's in for another touchdown. A lot of rushing touchdowns for this quarterback. Waving to the crowd and taking a bow. That's a touchdown to put Denmark back on top. 1st and 10 from the 25 for Northwestern. Defense for Denmark playing much better today than they did against the Badgers. As on 1st down, they get a 1-yard carry there. And the quarterback just takes off with the ball, snapped it to him, and it looked like a QB power. That went for like nothing. Denmark able to make a nice play there. 3rd and 9 from the 26. Denmark looking to force another punt here. And the quarterback just throws it away. Had nothing going there. Pressure was breathing down his neck, and he ends up getting rid of that one. It'll be another punt for Northwestern. Thompson taking off with it. A dangerous returner takes it out past midfield. Great starting field position for the War Dogs. Lynch with the carry on first down picks up maybe 1 or 2 on that carry as there's an injured Wildcat down on the field. 2nd and 9 from the 46. Jalen Poe, the back. They're going to hand it to him, and he picks up a couple more. 3rd and a medium now. You're probably going to have to pass for this one. They'll empty it out on 3rd and 8. Poe slot right, Lewis slot left. 4th and 8. Denmark does not pick up the first down. Looks like they're going to probably punt here to try and finally get some better field position for their defense. Bloomberg drops this punt out at the 18. Looks like he could have potentially had a better punt, but doesn't end up placing it the greatest spot. So nonetheless, it will be probably the worst starting field position Northwestern has seen yet today. Down 10-7. They're going to go play action. Going over the top of the corner, Knighton. This is going to be a touchdown for Northwestern. Doesn't matter if they have bad field position. They go an 82 yards in one play to the freshman receiver, Elgian. Play action drew up too many of the War Dogs, and Northwestern takes the lead right back, 14-10. 1st and 10 from the 20 for the War Dogs. Lynch, the back on first down. Abbott hands it to him. Lynch tried to cut back on the counter and only picks up about 2 here. 2 running backs to the left of Abbott. Motioning Lewis across. A lot of stuff we've seen so far from this formation. And Lewis gets the carry here and only picks up about 2. 3rd and 6 now. Johnson motioning in from the right. Flipped really high. Poe picks up, near the first down. 4th and inches, and it looks like the offense is going to stay on the field. 4th and inches from the 30. Getting aggressive against a Big Ten opponent. Jalen Poe breaks first contact and picks up the first down. Flags on the field, however, and it's going to be coming back for holding. Thomas Pash, their sophomore guard, ends up getting called, and they will just punt this one away, 4th and 10. Bloomberg gets rid of this one. It's going to be a fair catch for Northwestern at the 43. 1st and 10 for Northwestern here. We saw the big play to their receiver. They go with the run here, and they're tackled behind the line. Fantastic play there by the War Dogs. Great play in the backfield. Mark Preto, the linebacker, comes up with a big play there. It's going to make it a 3rd and 12 now. The ball's on the ground as he's sacked. Northwestern picks it up, but a great sack fumble. That's Kevin Session who came through. He has been such a good pass rusher for this team, and the senior makes another big play there. Northwestern going to have to punt it back to Denmark once again before the start of the quarter here. Thompson going to have the return. Gets a decent lane and takes it out past the 35. Pretty decent field position starting here for the War Dogs. They're going to start in empty. They got the man coverage they liked, and Applegate makes the catch for the first down. They're hurrying back to the ball here. 1st and 10 from the 46 out past midfield. They're going to go with a keeper. It's Abbott on the draw. Making some moves and picking up a big gain. Great job by Shaquille Abbott to make a play there. 1st and 10 after the quarterback draw from the 31. Thomas going to motion. Abbott gets it out to him on the RPO. Johnson picks up a decent block, and that's a first down for Thomas. A great play there. 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking for Johnson. Just threw it behind him. Abbott's got to lead him out more with that one or put it up where he can make a play. That was just an underthrown ball there. Not going to get it done. Abbott keeps. Flags down. This looks like it's going to be another holding, and this should be on one of the tackles. It's right tackle Damon Crowther, the freshman. 2nd and 19 from the 30. They give it to Poe, Once again, a little miscommunication, it looks like. And Abbott just not running that play that well today. 3rd and 20 from the 31. Poe the back. Abbott floats it to him. Took a while to get that one out. Too much loft on it. And that's going to make it a 4th and 19 from the 30. Siebert going to kick this one. They're going to take it to the 2-minute warning. Give him a little more time to prep for this kick. Siebert shanks it. Tried to kick too much into it and ends up missing wide left. A huge miss for Denmark. That would have put him within 1 point. Going to the sideline, that's incomplete. Great play there by the corner. And that was Knighton who broke that pass up as Northwestern will go empty on this play. Going underneath, good completion for the first down. 1st and 10 from the 40. Time ticking under 2 minutes now. They complete that one. Quick slant completion there. 2nd and 5 from the 45. Go with the quick throw to the tight end. Huge hit breaks that up. That's going to make it a 3rd and 5 for the Wildcats. Incomplete. Looking for the slant across the middle. Amarian Knight was in coverage. That was just kind of a drop, though, honestly, as they will punt back to Denmark before the half. Lots of possessions in this one. Back and forth. Very even matchup, honestly. Not what we were expecting really here. Thompson takes it to about the 30 on the return. 1st and 10 from the 29. And Abbott was hit as he went to throw that. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Oh, that's got to be a play or pass interference. That's not called, though. So we will have to do this one over. 3rd and 10 from the 29. Can't get too aggressive here. You don't want to stop the clock and give Northwestern more time. They're going to go with Lynch on the carry. Lynch takes it maybe 2 yards. Not going to get the first down. They're just going to have to punt it back. Bloomberg punts this one. Gets it to about the 30 where there's a huge hit. Great hit, and down on the play is Denmark State's Drew Hoff. Their captain on the offensive line is down. 1st and 10 with about a minute left for Northwestern. Going underneath, that's complete to their tight end. Big hit from Knighton, as it's going to be a 2nd and 5 for Northwestern here. Quick throw, complete to the tight end, 1st down. 1st and 10 from the 43. Time is ticking, down to about 40 seconds here. They go with the completion on the outside. That was Finley in coverage who makes the play. Time still ticking, no timeouts from Northwestern. Going on the comeback route, they completed 1st down, getting out of bounds. And a 1st and 10 from the 24 now. And that one's thrown at the feet of the receiver. Knighton was in coverage. 2nd and 10, 2 timeouts for Northwestern still. And that's complete, and that's going to be a touchdown on the out route. Northwestern scores once again before the half. That was Lee Beebe, the running back, lined up as a receiver. He makes the catch and scores there. That's going to give Northwestern a 21-10 lead over Denmark. Mitchell doesn't get much there. That leaves him with 16 seconds before the half. Getting behind the defender, Kenji Lewis makes the catch. Interesting throw from Abbott as the defender kind of overran the route. He was able to hit his guy there and pick up the 1st down. 12 seconds remain. That's picked. Abbott threw it right to the defender, looking for the wheel route. And that gives Northwestern 4 seconds to try and kick a field goal here. Those are kind of mistakes that can really cost you points, and this one probably will, as this is a 48-yard field goal for Northwestern. Up, and it's good. A free 3 points at the end of the half for a Big Ten opponent is not a winning formula for the War Dogs. Last play of the half will be a Caleb Thompson return. Gets to the 30, and that will end the half. Halftime update. This is a not a great performance from Denmark overall. This game has been really a lot of the offense just making mistakes and seeing who can capitalize on it. So far, Northwestern's done a much better job of that. Siebert's going to kick this one off, gets it into the end zone, has a chance to really pin him here, and they do. Pins him down at the 19-yard line. Good start for Denmark to limit the field position of Northwestern as it's a 1st and 10 from the 19. They're going to go with the play action. And Tierney gets lost there, boxed out by the tight end. That's a completion. A lot of moving pieces from Northwestern early on this drive. 1st and 10. They go with the handoff. BB with the 4-yard carry. 2nd and 6 from the 49. Gasaway comes off his block and makes a great play. 3rd and 6. Empty look for Northwestern here as they go hurry up. They go underneath over the middle. That's a 1st down. They go on the RPO or play action over the middle, completion on the slant. 1st and 10 for Northwestern from the 21. They go underneath to the tight end. He's bottled up 4 yards there. 2nd and 6 in the red zone for Northwestern. Motioning their slot across. They fake it to him. And that gets behind Tierney, the safety. That's a touchdown for Northwestern. This is starting to turn into a blowout. What was once a really close game that the War Dogs looked to be dominating early. Northwestern has shown their maturity and their prestige over this school for sure so far after the early blunders they had. First and 10 with 10 minutes in the 3rd quarter. Still a lot of football left to play, but this lead for Northwestern is starting to look, it's like it's getting out of hand for the War Dogs. Abbott just getting rid of this one. Kind of a dead play there. Didn't have a lot going there. 31 to 10. 3rd and 9. War Dogs trying to pick up the 1st down here. Get it quickly on the screen. That's a 1st down and more for Poe, but there is a flag down. This looks like it's going to be coming back on the offensive line with another holding. They'll make it a 3rd and 19 after the holding from the 11. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Abbott going deep. He's got Johnson. Huge play. Touchdown, War Dogs. The exact kind of play they needed. That'll bring them back within a couple scores as Jalen Johnson just got behind the corner. Abbott laid it out for him perfectly, and their deep threat makes another big play. We saw a lot of that last year. We see it again this year. Huge catch for Johnson as they were backed up to a 3rd and 19, and he ends up catching the ball for a 91-yard score. And they pin him deep here at the 15. Great play on the kick coverage there. 1st and 10 from the 15. Northwestern goes with the handoff, and it'll be about a 3-yard pickup. Looked like a long 3, though. 2nd and 7, they motion their receiver. They'll flip it to him. Session had the edge guarded pretty well. They'll pick up a 1st down, though. The quarterback for Northwestern has just surpassed 300 yards now. I believe that's Gray. They're going to go with the handoff, making it a 2nd and 5 with the 5-yard pickup. Almost picked. Knighton could have had a pick 6 there. That was so close. Great play breaking that pass up at least there. And it is a 3rd and 5 from the 34. Empty look for Northwestern. Jama comes downhill and makes the hit. 4th down. They end up making the stop. Denmark will get the ball back. Down 14. Thompson takes it to almost the 30 on that play. 1st and 10 for Denmark. They motion in Lewis. Abbott takes off. He's got 8 on that 1st down carry. Got to be careful running like that as a quarterback, taking big hits. Abbott keeps once again trying to get the edge of the defense, and he gets back to maybe the line of scrimmage as he got pretty horizontal on that run. 3rd and 2 from the 36. Abbott's got tons of space. He takes off. Shaquille Abbott's got the first down going out of bounds. Into plus territory. Great carry from Abbott. Can pull the ball down and run at any time. So dynamic as a quarterback. They give it to Poe on first down. He picks up 4. Looks like he had a pretty good burst on that play. 2nd and 6 from the 33. He's got Applegate on the sideline. Looked like it could have been a touchdown, but the completion is good enough nonetheless. Big pickup down inside the red zone here. 1st and 10 from the 14. Abbott's going to keep once again. He picks up about 3. 2nd and 7 from the 12. On the sideline, that's Pipkin, and it's incomplete. Threw it a little late there. 3rd and 7 from the 12. Abbott keeping, and he tried to hesitate a little bit, make a move. Doesn't end up going anywhere. They're going to send the kick team out from 30 yards. Siebert up and just good inside the left upright. That was a little too close for comfort there. Siebert makes this one a 11-point game, keeping him outside the 20 once again. Great job by this kick coverage team. 1st and 10 from the 16. Gotta avoid the big play here if you're Denmark. And that was Session making another great tackle. He's been on fire today. 2nd and 8. Quick throw. That's Knighton in coverage, and they complete that one to Elligan. 1st and 10 from the 35 for Northwestern. They're going to go with the handoff. Picking up maybe 6 there, or 4, excuse me, on that play. Empty look for Northwestern. 2nd and 6. They float it out to the flat. They complete that one. 1st and 10 from the 47. And getting him in the backfield, he's able to break the tackle, but they still take him down behind the line. That's going to make it a 2nd and 10. Emptying it out here is Northwestern. Quick throw underneath. They complete it. It's a 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4 from the 47. Northwestern going to throw it. And they get back to him. That's Crowell. Getting back to the quarterback, another sack. Cam Crowell making a huge play there. The 3rd down sacks have been huge for this defense. Thompson can't catch up to that one, and it is a punt down at the 12-yard line. Justin Lynch in at quarterback. With Poe motioning in as the receiver, they're going to flip it to him. Poe breaks a tackle. He's got some space. Picks up about 8 as there is a flag down. This looks like it's going to come back as well. Likely on the center alibi. Freshman called for holding, backing him up even more here. 1st and 16, excuse me, from the 7. They'll hand it off. That's Justin Lynch, great cuts, and he picks up everything he needed and more. 4 yards, excuse me, to go from the 18. Abbott gets it over to Applegate on the tight end screen. 1st down, Denmark. 1st and 10 from the 23. Abbott gonna roll out on the play action, and he's sacked. Went back too far, ends up getting sacked. It's gonna make it a 2nd and very long here. Trying to get one more play before the quarter. Motion Lynch out to the flat. Abbott has nowhere to go with the football and is sacked once again. Ending the quarter is it's a 3rd and 28. It's 3rd and 28 from the 5. Really backed up here. You got to be careful. They get it to Johnson, who can't hang on. That's going to be a punt for Denmark. Bloomberg not going to get a ton of this one. They're going to have good field position here. Nearly in field goal range already. Going underneath. Incomplete. Tried to go with the quick throw, and that was incomplete. 2nd and 10. 2 tight ends for Northwestern. Great play. That was Preto who made the tackle. It's going to be a 3rd and 9 from the 38. They empty it out here. 3rd and 9 from the 38. Can the War Dogs get some pressure back again? Going deep. Finley is burned. That's a touchdown, Northwestern. Frank Covey makes the catch, scores another one. And that might just end this one. It's going to make it an 18-point game with this field goal. Or the extra point, excuse me. It's good. Mitchell on the return, not even going to get to the 20. Jalen Poe, the back, on 1st and 10. Good blocks there. Poe wrapped down at the 5-yard with after a 5-yard gain. 2nd and 5 from the 24. Motion Thomas in. Abbott ends up taking off. He's got some space and goes out of bounds after a 1st down. Gonna hand the ball to Lynch. He's got some space. Doesn't get the blocks he needs necessarily. And 2nd and 9. War Dogs hurry back to the line here. Abbott on the play action. Got it to Ekanum. Picks up maybe a yard. 3rd and 8 from the 40. Abbott has Johnson over the middle. 1st down. 1st and 10 from the 45. Denmark hurrying back to the line. Trying to get a sense of urgency here as time is ticking down in this one. They get it to Poe, 1st down. He gets out of bounds. 1st and 10, ticking under 9 minutes now. Fakes the handoff to Gensler. Fits it in the window to Thomas, but he's hit and can't hang on. 2nd and 10 from the 32. And that's picked. Abbott looked for the slant route, didn't see the linebackers hanging out over the middle. Interception. 1st and 10 for Northwestern after the turnover. Going with the handoff, great play from Crowell. Defense has honestly played really good today. Kind of disappointing the offense hasn't been able to do anything with the opportunities they've given them. And that's a flag going to fly. It looks like it should be a false start. And they're going to call it on the defense and offside. That is a crazy call. 2nd and 4 for Northwestern after the penalty. They're going to go with the handoff. Doesn't pick up the 1st down. Great play by Gassaway. 3rd and 2. And they pick up the 1st down and more. Very undisciplined in terms of their gap responsibility there. Denmark looking confused. They've got 2 guys playing deep safety. Northwestern looking to take the time down. They make the tackle, 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 for Northwestern. They make the tackle there at 3rd and 9 now. Putting themselves in a decent spot here is Denmark. Bunch to the left for Northwestern. They go with the quick throw on the RPO. Complete and taken down. This is going to be a punt. 4th and 10. 5 minutes and counting. 4th and 10. And that goes out of bounds. 1st and 10 for Denmark. They've got 3 scores to make up. They go with another screen. They've got some big blocks. Poe setting some guys up, makes a play, gets it to the 50-yard line. Great run for Poe on that screen. Abbott picks up a block. Hustling them back to the line. 1st and 10 from the 38. They're trying to go fast. Abbott takes off once again. 1st and 10 from the 27 as Abbott takes off once again. Picked off, threw it underneath. Abbott couldn't get it out in front of the receiver. He had him open. That's incomplete, or intercepted, excuse me. 1st and 10 now for Northwestern from the 32. Once again, the defense came up with a huge stop. Offense couldn't do anything with it. They've been moving the ball fine. They just haven't been finishing drives. It's really frustrating. 2nd and 14. Time ticking down. They get back to the original line of scrimmage with that run. 3rd and 10. Making another tackle in the backfield. Kevin Session does go down, stopping the clock. Marcus Windsor was the one who made the play on that tackle for loss. Northwestern will have to punt it back. Thompson's got some decent space. On the sideline, takes it to the 44. 1st and 10 from the 44. And this is Francis. Kirk Francis checks into the game at quarterback. He is their transfer, kind of the more veteran guy. It's going to be a 2nd and 5 after his first throw. Francis hits Kyle Thomas for the touchdown. Great throw on the slot fade. Kyle Thomas scores. Great throw from Francis on his first pass as a War Dog. That onside kick is recovered by Northwestern. Defense is really going to have to work hard now. 1st and 10 from the 41. They make the stop. Denmark's going to call a timeout. 2nd and 10 for the Wildcats. Denmark calls one more timeout, getting aggressive with the timeouts, trying to get the ball back as soon as possible. 3rd and 5. They're going to pass. And it's picked. Porter intercepts it. He's going to house this one. Touchdown, Denmark. Trey Porter picks that one. And they are going to go with the 2-point conversion, trying to make it a 3-point game. Motioning in Thomas. Francis gets it over to Poe, and he isn't in. And that's going to be a touchback. Just over 2 minutes remain. It's now a 5-point game. Denmark has had 2 quick scores off the great throw from Francis and then the pick 6. They call their last timeout. Getting very aggressive. 2:07 remaining. That'll take it down to the 2-minute warning. They're looking to hurry up. They take it to the 2-minute, and it is 3rd and 6. They're going to pass it. Quarterback taking off. Incomplete. Northwestern can't hang on. That stops the clock with 1:54. And the War Dogs will get the ball back. No timeouts. They get the ball back. Short punt. Thompson on the return. Takes it up close to midfield. 1st and 10 from the 47. Kirk Francis, his first snaps of the season. He's got Applegate wide open. 1st and 10 to the 28. What a throw from Francis. And he's hit as he goes to throw that one. That stops the clock. 2nd and 10. Francis throws to Lewis, who can't hang on in traffic. He had a defender all over him. 3rd and 10. Applegate hangs on. That's a 4th and 6. That's incomplete. That'll end the game. Incomplete. Northwestern will kneel it. What a fight for the War Dogs. Can't quite get it done despite the push late at the end of the game. Francis was in to finish it. You think if they maybe would have put their mobile quarterback in, he can scramble on a couple of those plays instead of throwing incompletion. So definitely questionable decision making there from the coach. Looking at the passing, Abbott was 16 for 31 with 3 picks. Francis came in 4 for 7, 73 yards with a touchdown. Running the ball, Abbott, 16 carries, 94 yards and a touchdown. Lynch and Poe not super effective, both averaging under 4 a pop. Johnson got involved with a huge catching for the touchdown. Applegate and Poe had a lot of screen passes. Phoenix and Crowther, the tackles, both gave up a sack. 10 plus tackles for Preto, Gasaway, and Session. Gasaway with 4 behind the line. Windsor had 3 TFLs, and Crowell had 3 as well. Preto making some plays with 2. 2 sacks for Crowell, 1 for Session. Guys we expect to be there. Big pass rushers. 3 picks, though. Cyrus McGarrell, Trey Porter, and Ty Miles, all with interceptions. Trey Porter's did end up going for a touchdown. Amarian Knighton had 2 PBUs. Forced fumble from Session on the sack fumble. kicking the ball 3 for 3 on extra points, 2 for 3 on field goals. Bloomberg, decent punting, just doesn't have quite the strongest leg. Not ton in the kick return game. Punt return was pretty good though for Cam Thompson. So I'll see you back at the main menu after a super disappointing loss for Denmark State. Super disappointing loss, like I said. It was very encouraging that we played that good. However, it does sting nonetheless that we weren't able to win that game with the late comeback. Kirk Francis did play good. Don't think I'll start him next game, but it is nice to know that he is available and a very strong arm, accurate quarterback. So we'll maybe look more into his ratings and look into more of the team's ratings and skill caps and development traits, stuff like that in the next episode. To end this one, though, I'm just going to simulate to the next week so that we can see if we have any news in the recruiting front. Looks like in terms of recruiting, only one dude who reached his top five has a second. That's Alonzo Hagan. He is a junior college bust, 3-star. Not super concerned about that. Otherwise, a lot of guys reaching top five and top eight. They all have us first, so that's really good to see. And that should do it for the episode. Thank you for watching. Next week will be week 3, the bye week, and then week 4 we will play our game that week. Hopefully we can get our first victory of the season though, and stop this losing skid we've been on since halfway point of last season. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Leave the comment below of how you think Kirk Francis played compared to our starting quarterback in Abbott. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Go War Dogs.